Well, it's now Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown's team for the Boston Celtics. When Danny Ainge decided not to include Tatum in trades, it made it clear that these two young guys are now the face of the organization for the foreseeable future. What kind of expectations are now placed on Tatum and Brown, given how young they are, but how high their ceiling could be?
Well, I think you look at it as something where both of them are great, could be great players.
Yeah.
And I think that last year, the only thing that bothered me about Tatum was nobody saw the advance that we thought he was going to take, the next leap. And you look at his game, and it just kind of stayed right there.
It didn't regress?
No, I don't think it even regressed. And I think that was the worst thing about it. It didn't regress. I think with his expectation was we saw game number 7 against Cleveland a couple years ago. And that
Dunk
game,
on LeBron.
that game made everybody start to salivate.
Yeah.
And he never took ownership last year of the season, of games. And I remember in particular one game, it was against Milwaukee, that last closeout game, he got a rebound like la-di-da. Dude, your life's dependent on this thing. Come on,
man. Mr. Game 7 over here, right? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I think fan expectations are obviously going to put pressure on him, but he's relieving the pressure of that tense locker room, the distractions. You were in there.
Yeah.
You're all over the team. You could cut the tension with a knife. For a sophomore, that's going to be a bit distracting. Jaylen found his way around by January, and I think that's a testament to his mental focus.
Well, just he's been in the league for a while, so he probably understood a little bit more. I think because Tatum and his guy would be Kyrie. If you played with him, went to the same school, played with him during the summer, you're not the guy who's going to kick at him.
Yep.
So I think that was probably something big.
There had to be some ping pong ball too between Kyrie and Tatum and the younger guys. Of course, Rozier is gone as well. I think everybody is going to play more freely this year, Max. Don't laugh at me. This is what I think, because now the big hovering black cloud is gone.
That's true.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Including Gordon?
You know, well, I think Gordon will play much better. I think because being removed away for another year of that injury, I think it's going to be good. But when Gordon Hayward was Gordon Hayward and the superstar in the league, was the fact when he was ball dominant. They put him on the ball, so I wouldn't be surprised to have him more on the ball this year. Maybe being a facilitator, not bringing it up, but maybe being a facilitator to set some things through him, because I think his strength in his game is the fact that he has so many dimensions to it, and we didn't see as many last year because he wasn't put in that position.
Yep. Yeah. Now, before you move on, I want to get your opinion on Brown. Now, Ainge is obviously going to be facing contract decisions next season.
Right.
Do you look to move Brown? Is he going to be on the team long term?
Well, I think Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum are a great fit together, and I think Brown faced a fair share of criticism last season during his ups and downs, but I think he hit a really good stride and found his confidence in the playoffs, where I think he even shined more so than Tatum in the playoffs.
He did, I think so.
Of course. So I think Brown is obviously a priority for the Celtics, but Danny Ainge, we know he's ruthless, so you never really know what to expect there.
If I'm Danny, I'm keeping Tatum all day, and Brown can, if he needs to.
I don't know. You know what? Brown to me is I think very underrated as a player.
So. Yeah,
I think that what we saw last year at the end, the most dynamic and the most vicious players seem to be Brown at the end, especially considering going against Milwaukee. I don't think anybody had the kahunas he did last year at some point in the game.
Yeah, one thing I consistently said last year watching Brown was he's always looking to the basket first, seeing if there's an opportunity for him to take a shot, and then he tries to facilitate. Whereas I think Tatum was consistently hesitant.
That's going to change.
Yeah.
That is going to change. I think.
You say it has to change.
It has to change.
Yeah.
You know that, Max.
Okay.
So I want to just press him for one moment. Brown or Tatum, if he has to part with one of them, who do you part with? He being Danny Ainge.
Tatum.
Wow.
And I do it because I think Tatum would have more value in the market.
Okay.
There you go. You think I'm?
No, you saw the reaction you changed. You are such a
not my first rodeo. No, this is what I do.
Right.
Because I think Tatum would have more value in the open market.
And Tatum would still be on his rookie contract.
Yeah,
too.
So that would be it.
So you'd pay Brown?
You're trying to point me into a direction.
I'm trying to walk you where you walked
did.
me 2 weeks ago, right into that fire.
I'm good.
Well, for now, Tatum and Brown will be together on the Celtics this upcoming season, and this segment was powered by betonline.ag. Head to clnsmedia.com/win. Enter promo code CLNS50 for 50% added back to your sportsbook bankroll. And one more quick thing before we wrap it up. What is the biggest thing that these guys need to work on this offseason to reach their potential?
That's a max question.
I think that one thing I want to see Tatum maybe attack the rim a little bit more. I want to see him get more free throws. Brown, obviously, handling the basketball is probably going to be key to him. But even with Tatum, I think getting a little bit stronger around the basket. He can attack the rim, and he can carry people towards the rim where last year you bump him, he was more flying around.
Right.
He has to be more solid with his body, bringing the ball in, being a lot stronger going towards the rim.
I'm looking for Jayson Tatum to start putting out videos of himself practicing with Kobe Bryant. That would be my...
Yeah. We need to watch that again, sure.
No, I'd like to see Tatum, obviously. Yeah. He needs to put some weight on. And I think Brown, he gets flustered in traffic. I think the decision making, some of that, and I think they'll be fine though. The main thing is the cloud of.
Well, you keep talking about the cloud of
Kyrie. It's a come on.
No. You're talking about the cloud of Kyrie, but you also have to say the cloud. There was another cloud there too, Rozier, and just the fact the way he looked at
that's
things.
fair.
He started at the beginning of the year, like okay, I'm taking a back seat, okay, and then. At the end of the season, boy, he just emptied the saddlebag.
At least Terry would take the media to the side and leak things. Kyrie was out
at the end of the year. What was he doing?
He was on ESPN.
Well, ESPN, he went through the car wash.
Let me get rid of all this dirt.
Well, for all of our NBA free agency coverage, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.